one more shot, but yeah, it's been volatile for Liquid, and they really got pushed around the server in that first map. It's indisputable. And we will jump straight in to Mirage. Map 2, this is the pick of Heroic. They've done some crazy things historically on this very map, and they looked historic on Vertigo. If they can keep this form up, I'm just excited to see where this will take us. Liquid, Black Eyes, looking to throw a jab back. And they've got so much space. What a dream. I mean, this is very commonplace on Mirage. We do have a 5-on-5, or with an exception of a flank.
Yeah, keep in mind Tassus here.
Oh, well, that's if KD doesn't beat you to the punch. A quick
Well, they're coming in through CT.
Okay, hovering for that USP, and yeah, every fight is being won out, one back from NAF. Needs more. Tessus' flank is going to be putting OC on the floor. Still, though, not easy, but down. Does just about get it across the line. YEKINDAR playing games, losing in the 2v1. And damn, okay, Heroic, yeah, straight back to their winning ways.
Yeah, and KD picking up where he left off, right? He had a fantastic first map of play there, getting highlighted by the desk. I think you could only really sing the praises of Heroic there. Everybody showing up in buckets and spades.
Was it 29 or did he get 30? Yeah, 29.
I think he stalled out on 29 there. He was one of the first deaths towards the tail end of things. But pistol rounds were swapped on Vertigo. So that is Heroic picking up their second in the series thus far as the window smoke deployed, and a force buy here from Liquid, and a variation this time, mainly rifles. So dependent on the map that they're playing, understanding that you can have some longer corridors, longer duels to use these AKs and Galils, and just the one MAC-10 for Shush. And he's going to be the point man, so this is perfect as far as bread and butter Counter-Strike goes.
Yeah, Legion's D could get tested here. Reaction smoke, he's going to be playing around that as they do head towards Palace, and out with the MAC-10s, leaping through. Elige has nothing to report. Neither do Heroic. They haven't committed yet.
Curious they didn't go there. The commitment of 3 players at the precipice of Palace, ready to pounce on out in towards A. There's no commit, and Liquid really haven't moved. Elige blocked that smoke. It forced a slight gap, but there wasn't any vision through it.
This is interesting. To have 3 Palace, to scrap it and go for a ramp hit late.
Well, this is kind of better, right? If you sprung out of Palace with those rifles, you're in a little tight choke point even where you could get peppered away. Here through the ramp, they can spread towards Tetris.
Yeah, Nitro just caught on the flash. His Tessus does the initial sweep. Now the procedures can come through, as can the frags. Nitro down and out and a mid-scout shot. NAF won't get many more opportunities. Heroic starting to suffocate their opponent. Flashes executed to perfection. Chip damage out of Elige's Deeg, but it's all for naught because now the site is lost. The bomb will be planted uncontested. Just like that, second round is found. And yeah, Heroic just doing it by the book. It's their own book, but they're doing it by it.
Yeah, and it's all the little details here. Now, if you're not familiar with the KAST stat that HLTV have, go over there and check it out, right? Kills, assists, trades, right? We're talking about ways that you're contributing in the round that isn't just through the KD column. And every kill we see, there's like either some nades to soften up, a flash coming through, there's a trade in the mix, right? It's a bit more buttoned up Counter-Strike, right? We know that Heroic, we dub them affectionately the fakey boys because the type of maneuvers they like to pull off, and they haven't needed to pull off much of that here today. Every plan that they've had, every decision that Cadian has made has seemingly worked out. It was that one round on the B bomb site where they just ran out of time, OC staying alive. Right. Sure, other than that, that's the only real boo-boo. So I think this is just a fantastic start for them, and if they can continue with this momentum and Elige stays quiet, remember they highlighted on the desk just how few impact he had. And that's it. That's an issue. That's a big issue, right? And we're not just singling out one name. We're singling out one of the star names. And he wasn't alone. It's not like YEKINDAR was getting a lot done. It was actually OC, the one that we seem most impressed by. So carried through with a couple of retained upgrades here into round number 3. Down selling an awful lot over towards mid. This flash forward from Nitro, it's not going to net them anything, and a shadow spotted. So Jabbi communicates that fiercely to Tessus, who'll be here for that trade. It's a strong position for the Deagle if Elige stays here.
It just takes one good click to start this tumble of attacking resources. You can see that they're coming in once again primarily through this ramp side. Good flames to stop the swing. Now that's damage and that's execution. Nitro finishes off the scout. That's the Elige Deagle. Needs a lot more where that came from. Otherwise Heroic might just dig their heels in, and they are down good. Cadian as well. And now OC left alone. The perfect flashbang chat. It's just an embodiment of what we've been discussing throughout.
that tells me this is normally indicative of one thing, like one key focal point here, that communication is at an all-time high. Because you'd be overstepping that mark. And the thing is, it's not just about, right, you getting told when you can push. It's you maybe already in that motion and your teammate going, I'm flashing for you, right? And then it all just coming together. And you have these games where you feel like you're floating on a cloud as a team. And everything just feels so light because everybody is functioning at 100%.
Like this maximum awareness.
You can really get into those matches here, and no better place to do so. Jumping out the window here.
Different look, very different look. This is going to feel different for Liquid to receive.
So many players towards B here, trying to get punished. Naf over towards B. This is one of the absolute best you'd want anchoring the B bomb site. It's not the in-game leader, it's Mr. Fly.
Yeah, you see what he's got already. Jabbi working with a little. YEKINDAR got to do a lot. Jumping across is down, tagged up, running out of bullets. Still Naf has 8 in the mag. He would try and reposition, reload, but no option. Reposition available for Naf. Frag found, 4 on 3. This is what Liquid needed. They've gotten away with a man advantage pre-plant. And the Liege waiting to arrive on short. Bomb will go down. Still surely favors Liquid on this retake. It does now. OC slaps out another. And that's a Liege retaking with the squad. Most members of Liquid there contributing. Nitro the only exception.
That's a nice one there from Liquid, the response time, right? Naf staying alive the entire time. He didn't go down at all within that round. And your B anchor, if that happens, well, you can tell it's a successful defense here as the bomb does get planted short. It will be another heroic buy, but Liege now starting to hit a couple of shots, especially at range. That is going to start filling you with more confidence.
It's a bit early to tell, but certainly would have an expectation that this doesn't feel the same as Vertigo in terms of it just being so impossible for Liquid to get it rolling.
Back over towards A this time. TeSeS feigning middle. It's just Nitro on the site right now. And while they investigate, he's on his own. An island created here. That rotation. He'll be back in a second, but that's the first shot necessary from Nitro now. Yeah,
that's gorgeous. Stout as well. Gets another done, and he's continuing to swing through. Liege needs this duel. He may have been spotted. A barrel through the smoke does lead to a spray connecting. Alive, though, on connector. Naf chips through the smoke as well. TeSeS is the unknown entity through the underpass.
Bomb denied.
Yeah, they were going for it. Shush picks it up. They haven't cleared CT. YEKINDAR can spring alive and stop this and deny unless the AWP hits the shot. He's posted a free frag. Cadian can do nothing about it. Can TeSeS and Cadian make a round out of this? OC says no in capital letters. And the missed shot out of Cadian is all she wrote as Liquid immediately jostle for control. A quick change up from map 1. Everyone already contributing.
A little bit flustered there. Naf again finding impact, right? That kill through the smoke not only gets the frag, but stalls out the bomb going down, right? And you want to get that 40-second timer on the clock as quickly as possible. You see the maneuver back behind the firebox, having a plan. That was sketchy as it was. So they do find their second CT round, and immediately you know what that sound means. It's a timeout and called from the Danes. Heroic opportunity to get Exist, legendary coach on the mic. Well, legendary player turned coach, looking to write his legends as the man behind this Danish squadron.
But he certainly knows what it takes, doesn't he?
Yeah, Swedish flag, NIP fame. And he's been in environments like this before. Now, I just want to recount here the way that Vertigo started off. It was actually a little bit closer, right? It was 5-3 in favor of Liquid early, and then the game ended 16-8, so that tells you just how few rounds they got as Heroic heated up. So let's see if that can continue here.
Hey, it's good signs that the morale has been maintained. You know, it could be easy to downward spiral. Liquid actually have somewhat of a tendency, historically, to disappear when already down in the dumps.
They've cobbled together this buy here. You can see some emissions in the Tech 9s. Otherwise, there are rifles out to play, and let's see Cadian. I think he wants to get aggressive with it. He wanted to brave the flames. The footsteps were definitely made, so that spam through, acknowledging it. The B bombs, I just feel so scary. Naf and YEKINDAR, right? How are you meant to get through these two monsters?
Yeah, it'd be hard to trifle with them.
And we already know OC's in decent form from map number 1. So his AWP currently posted towards Ticket, and if Heroic do return, and we'll have to make sure that he's either obscured by smoke or flashes, or maybe a combination of both. Trading places here, so a lot of movement on the radar. Take a look at the top left of your screen. You can see Cadian about to lob out some utility towards top mid as everything is being juggled.
Just express delivery. Tessus was responsible for it all.
Window smoke here. So the reaggress on mid, YEKINDAR on short, Elige connected. Nitro has just left A and is headed over towards B. So you see all that plume in unison, and YEKINDAR throws one out in response to still buy a bit of space here. 45 seconds now.
So more forward window smoke. It actually left a gap on one side. The Liege is just staring at it for now. Yeah.
It did look a little bit misthrown. He was aiming a little bit more to the left from that variation. Regardless, might not come back to bite them here. Quick down mid, up the guts.
YEKINDAR surveying
Time.
Naf lower. Yeah, time becoming a factor. Great Molotov cocktail. But pushing through. Naf can win the round right here. They're not ready for it. A perfectly timed push from Naf, lead 3, straight to the grave, and Nitro finishes off with style. That's Liquid, immediately reminding us of what they have got. That was a cobbled together buy, as you highlighted, so we know what that's going to do to Heroic. This should be Liquid's time to start building a cushion to sit themselves upon 3. And a round like this is massive.
Yeah, good stuff from Naf again. Can't stop saying his name here. These Canadians cool as bloody cucumbers. Talk about Twist, his impact when we had FaZe, unfortunately, in the server. They've waved goodbye. Naf now flying that flag. Seeing here if it can bring it home for the Maple Leaves. But yeah, this is Liquid's chance to keep things clean and continue to build this bank that they're already working on here. Liege has a lot residual. The rest would love to stay alive and not have to reinvest, as burning, gone is Tessus.
Taste of his own medicine.
Okay,
Wow.
down, we'll take that one. That's a big shot. That's the ticker player of Nitro removed here. Bottom spotted, Naf. Let jabbi know that, hey, I know that you're up in my kitchen.
I mean, Shush would be very hard-pressed to hit a dig on this clear. Elige playing it safe, actually just opting to reposition. They will have 3 defenders here, and it may only need 1. Naf cancels playtime. Jabbi still feels his wrath. 9 frags for the defensive start. And yeah, Cadian with just a P250. Hang on, we've seen this before.
Yeah, we've been here way too many times. Now, he does actually have a window of opportunity to get behind OC, who's not acknowledging this right now. And if he tucks into the side of reverse, look, a kill and a plant is great for Cadian here. He will be able to get away with, oh, I think he just made a step.
I think he did, yeah.
All right. Wow.
How it was supposed to end.
Yeah, exactly. Cloud9 sitting there, oh, that's
it. Oh,
to go, all right.
I see.
Well, this is in much earlier stages. So a 1-round lead for Liquid now. I haven't known what winning in this series feels like too often. Now, Cadian can get out his AWP. OC gets the donation back from YEKINDAR here, who profited from Ogden's Law. Back underway, as this one is looking quite direct towards the A site early.
Nitro flashed. He's got Elige right next to him for the ride, and that needed to be clean from Shush. Jabbi looking the wrong way. Perfect defensive stagger. Ooh, he's going to be trouble.
That's going to land.
That's right on his nose. It's down. Cadian catches flak as well. Tessus, I think he may be at least alerted to the potential for OC crawling back. They let him in. Back is turned, and a frag is found. Surely YEKINDAR should have him, albeit belated. But now he's going to go for the clear. Oh my God, it's easy for the M4. And looking good for a 5th here for Liquid.
I don't think they know where Cadian's gotten off to, which means they're on high alert for everywhere across the map. Naf is starting to search towards top mid to cut him off at the pass, and YEKINDAR acknowledging the fact that CT has been left open throughout all of this. Cadian, with so much time on the clock, is hoping a fight comes his way, but it appears that he is going to be the one to make that first move. Naf on this silent crawl, still a distance away, and YEKINDAR has even relinquished control completely, but does have a good angle to kill Cadian on the cross to that bomb, which we know fell towards default. Now that is another problem. They don't know that the bomb was down towards the side because that nade kill came in behind the smokes, but with the U-tilt, Cadian will signify the position, and on 25 points of health, this will not be an easy clutch.
Nah, no way, Jose. Naf, YEKINDAR looking to take space together.
This is looking better now.
Dipped out in the right angle. Concerned about Palace. They have so much utility. Smokes,
big problem.
Incendiary. He won't be able to fight if they get it right. And that's the end of that. Naf elevates himself up on that Palace position. That was really procedural out of Liquid. See, Liquid have definitely got their fair share of fans
Yeah, process of elimination there.
Rio.
I liked how they handled that. That was really nice, right? And that's the type of round that could be a tilt round. So the fact that they keep their head screwed on tight, especially after this trading, that parting from Shush, you can see that beeline, understanding exactly where these two smokes, the up, down, and actually the deeper on the up, that one landing on the stairs. And if you want to protrude, that's a kill they'll happily take. So like that quicker variation in towards the site here, the plant profits. And Heroic buy again to stay threatening. But this is where, if you want this to go to a third, you need to see Liquid starting to distance themselves on the CT side.
Oh, this is a quick take up mid. Good flash. Brilliant flash and double out of Liquid. Jabbi tried to right the ship. Instead, it's just further off its keel. It's down TeSeS very early into the piece. And losing bodies through smokes. We've seen this one way.
Good.
Yeah, definitely for Elige.
Any kills Elige gets like that is going to put her a little bit of a grin to the face.
Naf already a nice forward position. It's safe, it's information, it's denying a part of the map. Of course, it does mean that OC would have to be aware of that. We'll see how neat and tidy their comms are.
How often in these first 9 rounds of play have Heroic just been in one of these filthy positions, slightly unaccounted for? Awares that it's possible, but slightly unaccounted for that they can spread out this far.
Sure, Elige is going to be considering after this mid sweep.
He's so deep, I don't know if TeSeS even clears this. Does now.
Well, one tap to the side of the head.
Look where the bomb is though, Alex.
Yeah.
What story would we be having a start to tell for this one to pay off?
I mean, especially considering how spread out these CTs are, you're just not going to find the fights fast enough. He'd have to be knife out running now. Gives us a little spray tutorial, but I guess he's just going to look to go down, maybe take one with him. 19 seconds, no bomb, no chance of the round.
Well, worst case, dying after time, so commit to something here, TeSeS.
And commits to death. Hangs out with a Grim Reaper, round 9. 6 in the bank, looking better. The volatility of Liquid continues. It's so weird. I'll read the results. There may have been some of you that didn't catch them all. But a 16-2 loss out of the gates upon arrival to Mouse. And it was on a CT side Inferno where they were unable to get anything done. People were starting to lose hope upon arrival. Immediately. And then,
reason.
Yeah, with a good win, a 16-5 Sprout, but a 16-14 win against Na'Vi suddenly legitimized them in a lot of people's eyes. If they can do this in a best of 3, never mind a reverse sweep up against Heroic, that would certainly convert the more concerned North American fans. Full A take, good smokes up. Now the plant is the first step. The second I'm not so convinced upon, and I haven't even seen them take that first just yet. Stown has the bomb on his back, and he's jumping towards Connector. They're just death matching, forcing shots, missed shot out of OC. That's a great nade. Shy on Shush. But they forward push. This is interesting. Instead of utility, they'll use their bodies to make the space.
Well, they've forced them back out of these forward positions here at Liquid, but getting the bomb down, that is going to still be difficult. Flushed further.
How can you hold CT?
Oh, they are going to be planting now and spam through again. YEKINDAR will find TeSeS this time round.
Lovely crosshair placement. And you can't get through him. YEKINDAR's holding A from B. Perfectly handled. No bomb for Cadian, but he is coming out, and YEKINDAR's got him too. A triple from the savior.
And that sound again, second time out for Heroic here. As opposed to Vertigo, where nothing could go wrong, nothing feels like it's going right here. It was the pistol and the conversions off the back of that, and that's all that Heroic have to their name. Now, we have been having this discussion of how strong the CT sides have been in a lot of these matchups, and I suppose we can give a similar dialogue here. If Heroic can get themselves 5 on the half rate, that's more than enough going into the second for this still to be competitive. But with that timeout called from the Danes, Daps, coach of Liquid, also has an opportunity to have a bit of a chit-chat here to prepare them. Hey, that was a half buy, bomb didn't go down. Likely no AWP here. And that would be a great observation because Heroic, they do have the full buy again. I'm just curious as what's going to be the methodology of breaking through here. Shush left in spawn.
They've tried a lot.
They have tried a lot. That's the key, right? B, A, they've tried different pace changes. They've done slower defaults. Leash might get caught off guard by Jabbi here, who has trundled quite quickly through the underpass, and he's not going to disrespect it, but will play in the fade. Oh, Leash is going to be flashed forward here.
I like this. Forward CT maneuver. Leash, sharp, ready, one. YEKINDAR will keep the advantage for the North American organization. Naf, though, a free shot in the side of the head, and he did slip through.
If they go towards A, it feels like everybody's here. B's the gap.
Oh my God, but Jabbi, he's already burrowed into the staircase. So he can be a bit of a point man for this as they head towards the ladder room for a break. Slice of orange, sip of water. Looking for number 4.
If OC gets over towards market, this AWP can post up. Oh, actually, the timing on this, it's awkward. Shush is starting to slink up now. He's feeling this one out.
I think he's sending Shush in just to get a feel for it. And YEKINDAR is going to receive and with a smile greets the Dane upon arrival. Jabbi's been waiting for this moment, though. Nitro's trying to delay. Worried about ramp. Clear occupation of that shadow position. Lots of damage, but Nitro plays it well for longevity. Nice one back. Surely nothing left for Jabbi to do, especially considering YEKINDAR will slap him down into an 8th round. This is Liquid fully shaking off that first map.
Yeah, and we were talking about dominant rounds there for Heroic in map number 1. Well, the same can now be said for Team Liquid, and you can see that by the fact Naf had 16K coming into this after the rebinds. Look, he still has over 10. YEKINDAR with 12K, 12K for OC, and it couldn't be going better at this point of the game right here. Heroic in that round, they had all the information on where all 3 players were. They just didn't have enough individuals to capitalize, and a miss by there in spawn. We might need that one highlighted by the ops team. An over purchase.
Yeah, he's had to buy Kevlar with it. Okay. See what they can get done. Doesn't look like much. Alige tries to end the round right there and now. Now still 1 weapon in play thanks to Alige off his corpse. So I should say 2, I guess. Shush rocking.
Yeah, then a Gev.
With 150 bullets.
I thought they were going to leave it at spawn, but he's carried it through. If he gets a kill with it, I guess we can have a bit of fun.
Yeah. Maybe not so much fun if they win the round with it, but that seems to be fading. As Nitro fades Stoun's lights to black.
Having a jiggle right there with the knife in hand. There's no way you're doing it with that heavy machine gun. And Cadian, well, last man standing again. It's crazy the contrast between these 2 maps where we just found ourselves about half an hour ago to where we find ourselves right now. I mean, night and day for both of these teams. We
were enamored by Heroic, looking better than we've seen them in time, if ever. Now it's Team Liquid's turn in the spotlight. Double peek and handled. Yeah, YEKINDAR's warming into things, and that's a very good sign for Team Liquid fans around the world. You can see not only is it YEKINDAR, it's Naf. You mentioned Alige. He's already managed to shake off what was a disastrous, as the devs put it, first map.
Are we sure the veto's right? Maybe we should double check right now with production. Hey, dude, was it Liquid's pick Vertigo and Heroic's pick Mirage? Well, either way, Overpass as that 3rd, feeling like it's getting ever closer here.
Yeah, man. I mean, you put the meter stick out, 5 rounds, handleable. You can build a defense out of that. 3 perhaps insufficient though, and YEKINDAR's already jumped out, called it clear, and the pieces will be able to maneuver to handle mid and A. Cadian fires off an orb shot. Tessus may have been spotted on the jump across. And Naf walks forward on this. Knives are out. Stoun looking silly. Tessus will trade.
Running back into YEKINDAR.
And Leash wants them dead. Okay, lots of blood all over the map. As Shush just walks out Palace during this chaos, during this distraction. It's easy collections for Nitro.
Open hands here from Liquid. They're happy to receive everything you're giving. Heroic and OC with the final. Jabbi goes down. 10 rounds secured. And North America on their feet right now. This is the hope and dreams of a region. And they are playing some good Counter-Strike here. Heroic panic for them into the 3rd timeout. Where are the plants been? They were a long time since we've seen the bomb go down. Look at this haul, a 10-round haul. And in the last 5, no plants. Nothing seeming even remotely threatening.
You got to be scratching your head as well when you're trying to call the shots. You know, and you take a look at that round recap. You've tried over the course of these 10 rounds a plethora of different options. You've tried quick pace in mid. You've tried returning to A late. You've tried fast hits into B, late hits into B. Everything has been handled by Liquid. And at this point, you've got 2 more rounds. You've got no kind of evidence that something was working. Don't forget, just the pistol and its conversions. You could be looking at 12 here. It's Tech 9s, it's bleak for Heroic. And aggression again, the remedy. Liquid happy to just throw a couple of bodies up, and they're going to get a lot of info if they sweep through, and nothing's home mid. Yeah, Elige, knife out, sprinting through. Nitro, still responsible as they say anchor. And that's the end of that, too. Quick frag, quick tap out of Nitro. Clotheslines down, Heroic. Knocked out of the round. Knocked out of the stadium.
Look at the confidence now. Jumping through smokes, taking fights. Nitro going for one taps. They found themselves here, Liquid, and just in time. This is one way to restore yourself after map number 1. You can forget about that. Overpass becomes a best of 1.
Here it comes, Nitro.
What a beauty this was.
But
that one always feels nice, doesn't it? The most rewarding kills in the game. AK one tap, USP one tap, Deagle one bang. You could set whatever order you like, and well, here we go. Waterfall, out Palace,
fast.
bat out of hell.
Looking for Nitro, not gonna go down early. Leaping through, ready to play the retake, and they've lost Cadian already. He was solo mid. Now everyone from Liquid will start to head on into the site. Tessus and Stan want to fight first through this connector position. Resmoke's good, 2 gathered CT. YEKINDAR normally has these, but this time, late to the spray. Jabbi successful on the plant. The elusive bomb plant found in this final round of the attacking half. Heroic, can they close? Jabbi does deal with Elige on the mantle. Comes up Ticket, comes up Trump, Tessus as well. It's only one back, OC. He's got Stan between him and the site, but Jabbi's having no problems with his sight through the smoke onto Nitro, and they will secure 4. A great haul. Overpass could be a certainty if that pistol and conversions come through. Liquid touching distance of the 3rd map. Reverse sweep, find out after the break.
It's Elige. He's at the backside of Catwalk. He can see players pushing him. He's spinning back and forth. Elige electric hold.
Looking to complete the sweep. Team Liquid have looked excellent here on Overpass. And Elige, oh my god, he just executes them.
We're heading to OT. 100 Thieves, they had the advantage. They had Team Liquid right where they wanted them. Flashbang in, and they try and pop out on the back of it. Elige opening it up. Go on, bud. There it is, number 4.
It's about to get real cool over here towards their ramp.
Doesn't work out, but there's Elige. You said you wanted to see him. T3000 on the map. We've seen a lot of him. That's stunning from Elige. That's the big dog you want.
They're still down there, and now the spray. The murder box.
Spike behind him, Con, I think.
Tetris, upstairs, upstairs.
Nice, nice, Nick.
I'm flashing above you, Nick.
Go, go, go. On under shadow now.
I have default.
It's like front triple or something.
Nice!
Thanks.
I definitely agree. It is lovely. Very nice from Liquid into our second map, and the first half has gone their way by a large margin. Heroic really left scratching their heads 3 rounds off the break, and then the final round of that same half. It's not much, but it could be enough. Will Liquid secure that third map and take us the distance? Overpass waiting in the wings. Whether or not we require it remains to be determined. Vents are broken, and 5 members of Liquid set their sights on an early A. You can see already the defensive divide. Now there's only 2 smokes in play. Nitro and OC will have to place them well. It looks like stairs and jungle. And a duel for Elige on that P250. Difficult to convert. So is that for Cadian. YEKINDAR flattens him. Big one back, still 4 on 4. This pistol, don't forget the weight on this frag from YEKINDAR. Repels the defense, enables the plant. Tessa's cowering in CT, and a quick one back from Nitro really has secured it. They are riding the good vibe train through Mirage. And a nice click, only one though out of Stout.
All right, well, with that comms piece we just had at half-time, that there is a good sign, right? Liquid seems pretty chill about things, and if you could be panicky, that's not the type of environment where you would be. There's 1 player remaining, but just to hear, I'm flashing for you, right? There's little details, same as what we discussed with Heroic in map number 1. So Liquid not giving up hope just yet. And remaining that for a lot of North Americans watching at home right now. It is going to be the force bite for the Danes here, so some meat cleavers in the Deagles. The scout for Cadian to try and soften, and his vision obscured immediately. Now he's called a gamble stack from his side, heavy in towards that A invest. They'll deny the connector control for now with a defensive smoke. Cadian can get himself across as guns are juggled, so Elige into this AK. Whoa, okay, there's a nade on the dome. YEKINDAR very soft here. The Deagle should remove him from play with 1 bullet.
Yeah, YEKINDAR's on a bit of a flyer here. A CT smoke to try and lock out any funny business up short, but that's not the play just yet. You can see Liquid are starting to maneuver into a group.
But do they change because that scout shot, right? That has to be the question here for Nitro, the in-game leader of the side. We know that there's a scout towards B. The shot was just fired. Do we think it's just Cadian here? Or do we think there's more? Those smokes towards connector could have easily been 1 player, right? It's an opportunity to readdress, and
Here they
util
come.
across.
Only Cadian. Good luck. Have fun. Beautiful from Nitro. He knew what he was up against.
That should be it.
And that should be it. They'll have another bite of the cherry into round 18, but this 17th might just have the 1 casualty.
Yeah, don't give anything over here, right? Hero, you don't have too many opportunities. You may as well hold on to this investment. The eco, or whatever you save here, will be the best you can offer into round 18. As you can see, everybody now trying to hide in towards Palace. Down has bought some room over towards T-Spawn Shore. But there's actually a hunt coming forward. Nitro and Elige have swiftly, with these MAC-10s, run down through CT, clearing out the A site. I think they feel that if they can get a kill or 2 here, it will mean an awful lot more for them. Now, that gray screen, I don't think you want to brave it. It's not worth giving away a MAC-10. And that might be enough. I don't think there's enough time for them to make it around. So the bomb will go off. 13 acquired now for Team Liquid. This is a clinic of their own.
Yeah, it just stomps right back to back.
And that's a look. It doesn't necessarily make for the most exciting 2 maps, but it means that maybe the third, if both teams are online, we can get them locking horns. You also have the other side of this conversation, which is running with the momentum and the confidence, right? Liquid, even though you lost map 1, now you're the ones who just own them. They're the ones who don't know what winning feels like going into that third map. They have to fire themselves up and say, hey boys, listen, we can still do this. So you always have those mental dialogues.
Yeah, I like the aggression underpass. No one from Liquid to receive them, but that'll be information on its own. Now YEKINDAR, oh my god, he's going for an underpass clear. I thought he was going all the way. Oh, he's down. Wants to have a look around. Whoa, that's a cracking headshot. Breaks the skull of YEKINDAR. Jabbi flirting with death now. Nade will chip at Naf, but this should be the swing. Good counter flash. Elige blind. Shush coming in from behind. nade. Oh, nearly found them both. Still lots of damage to be inflicted. That flank is still threatening. If he can hit that first Deagle headshot, it has to be clean. Has to be clean. It's not. Far from it, and Elige looking to sweep the rest under the rug. Still a threatening 3v3. Now 2, now 1, and Cadian, yeah, tud of his tongue.
Didn't even get a Deagle or a Mac 10 out of that. So a little bit frustrated that his teammates weren't able to hold on for a moment longer. Cadian will still investigate here, but confirmed, and it would be a classic Team Liquid choke if they were to drop this map with a lead like this. 14-4, as Cadian hits the floor. OC to finish that one off, and with YEKINDAR going down, and you can, make an argument, oh, okay, well, he's the top fragger, 20 kills, 5 above anyone else in his team, are they going to be able to get it done? Yeah, of course. It's that lighter investment here, and even, that's why Nitro is saying nice shot, Tessus, in chat, because I don't think he saw anything there. So a banger, yeah, but that's a consolation right now.
I mean, if they can do better than 16-8, they are winning, at least in the confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
So already 14-4. Liquid got that 3-round start. 4 M4s in play. That's a lot of damage taken, unnecessarily inflicted onto Cadian.
Yeah, looking at the flames, surprised that it hurt. But look at the space taken back. Out Palace, down Dark, Tetris as well.
This is great.
A's overwhelmed.
Oh, and now the utility arrives with all that ground already covered. Look at Naf. He could and does have the frag, combines his bullets with the nade to eliminate Shush. There's a couple of stages to this. Now YEKINDAR maybe spotted out, sounds very sharp, should have a good duel, and wins that out.
Oh, look where the bomb is. It hasn't been picked up yet, and the fact that one's been drawn back, this round that was looking good is now a little bit awkward here for Liquid.
It's fading with the smokes. This hope they had for a quick 15, and now Elige does reignite some passion. Tessus down as well to Nitro's AK. Not even need the bomb if you can just kill everyone. Maybe. Cadian definitely doesn't have the health for this engagement. I don't think Nitro too hungry for the frag. He's got his position on lock. Bomb has been retrieved by OC in the interim. And that's what Nitro was waiting for. Really well managed. Should be and is 15. Really, really ticking on nicely for that third map.
This is wild though. 15 rounds, there's been one blemish in the 15-round stretch that they've been able to pull up. And you mentioned it was the final round of that first half. So otherwise, it's been one-way traffic since the pistol round. This is, look, even more dominant. It doesn't feel in the same clinical fashion because it's not like nades and mollies landing. It's not always a perfect flash. There doesn't have to be. There doesn't need to be whatsoever. This is Liquid just dismantling the Danes.
It's a stomp. It's a straight, unadulterated stomping.
Finishing it with a B-rush.
Oh, that could be a whole lot of fun. Cadian tries his luck on aggression. Nitro leaping into Jabbi and a multi-kill out of the turret. Holds his line, holds his side. 3 to knock Liquid out of the round. Tessus ensures it, and only YEKINDAR. So just as you were talking about that perfect run and a second blemish, rears its ugly head. As YEKINDAR pops his, Tessus loses his life. You can see the door is locked behind him. Cadian known and different universe, a different universe perhaps.
Indeed, that was a chance for YEKINDAR there. Almost a foot fault from Cadian, who was fantastic map number 1 and now has cooled off. 5 kills for him, 5 for Shush. Towards the top of the table is Tessus with 16, 11 for Jabbi, 10 for Stown. So the contributors of the previous not here right now, and I think what is still slightly scary is Elige, he's fragging with the pack, but he's not in monster form here. And as we move into the last map of play, if he does come online, that is something that Heroic will be tasked with dealing with.
Oh, lovely.
Nice shot.
Set up for success, and OC will not let that go.
That's the flicks you want to see. That boost is traditionally out there to deal with the player running out in the lower side of the connector there, so the fact he can get the flick of the wrist up in time. Great way to make a statement here, and this should be everything they need now to close it out.
I mean, that's a gift from a T-side orb.
Oh, they've redeployed the top mid smoke. I think actually the window smoke, mind you. So Jabbi's ahead of this, so is Cadian. They know that there's nothing in middle right now at all. Shush should be on high alert here, and the same with Tessus.
Wow, YEKINDAR wins that. Duel and no way! How does he get two?
They're immune from bullets right now.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got a shield around him. Power word, shield. And this is quite the power play from Liquid, doing better than the thrashing they received. Just trading stomps as they trade blows. Nitro ensures it. And we're off to overpass. Anything you can do, Liquid can do better. Send Heroic down a peg on their map pick.
That's going to feel real good right there for Liquid. You can forget about map number 1. That is a thing of the past. It's overpass that you're focusing on now. Job done on Mirage.